All right, so this is day one of what will hopefully be a good week of trading. Got max allocation with Lucid Trading, so I've got 250k in funding. And today I made 4,744 in profit, which is about 7k AUD across these accounts, so about 1,000 across all of the accounts. So it was a really good strong start to the week, and hopefully we can just continue to take some nice trades. I did get caught up this morning in this mess here. So basically we opened up strong. I was looking for shorts originally, and I got caught up in this mess. So this sideways price action, took longs here, shorts there. Basically it was a bit of a mess. Ended up in the drawdown of about 500 or 600. So it was a pretty bad start. But then once I let this open range sort of play out and we started pushing higher, I caught basically some longs here. So took a few trades up into this area, and then basically we started balancing in through here, and I was essentially just taking trades off the bottom edge of balance, looking for a move up to the highs. All worked out pretty well. So that puts me in a pretty good position to see what we can do this week. Hopefully can have a good week of trading, and just copy trading across all of these accounts. So far it's going well. What I think I will implement though, because it's not the first time it's happened, is I'm going to create a new rule for myself that I need to wait, sit out the first 15 minutes of trade. I've been caught out a few times in the past, and I'm just noticing it more and more. So I'm going to wait for the first 15 minutes to play out and then see what price wants to do after that, and then I'll start looking for opportunities, especially on a Monday. So that's a new rule I'm going to implement going forward, just because of the mess I got caught up with this morning, but it's happened before, and it really doesn't impact my trading or anything by just letting that first 15 minutes play out. So I'll be doing that going forward, and yeah, we'll just see what gold wants to do for the rest of the week. It's all pretty bullish at the moment. So if we have a look, we are basically, originally on the open I was looking at this supply area as well as the longer time frame profile. We've got the edge of value here. So there's a few things I was looking at in terms of taking a short. We've also got the 5,000 level, so we broke through all that, held the 5,000, pushed through those highs, held the 5,000, the top edge of that prior day's volume area, and we're basically pushing up now. So we'll see what the rest of the session does, and see what happens. But overall, if we look at the daily, it's basically pushing back up into this daily supply. So we had this big drop, had this crazy run up in gold, massive dump, and then we're basically pushing back up into this 5,000 area. So we might push up into this supply, and we'll see what happens here. Do we continue and make new highs? Do we hold here and dip back in? We might form this overall sort of balance between 4,000, sort of 400 to 5,000, this kind of range. Who knows what's going to happen, but it's an interesting area that we're at now with gold. So hopefully we can continue to get some nice trades for the rest of the week, but this is a really solid start. Puts me in a good position to take a bit more risk. Being up 1,000 across all the accounts, it lets me take a little bit more risk with some trades this week, and then we'll see how we end up on Friday, and see if we can get a nice pull some money out on Friday. That'd be nice, but I think this is a way for me. Originally I was against copy trading, just because of the risk in terms of not being able to diversify your risk, but in reality, I'm looking at this as just one account really, and being able to manage my risk by just trading small contract size and then copy trading across all the accounts. And I think that's where, for me, I'm going to find, in terms of putting on size, I think it's going to be with more funding, not with increasing my contract size. I feel much more comfortable, aiming for 200 to 300 a day and being in a drawdown of 200 to 300, and just have that multiplied by 5 across all these accounts. So. And it does magnify, so $1,000 for a day is great just on a single account, but to make it across all these 5. Anyway, I'm rambling, but the point is, I think copy trading is I've changed my mind on it. For me, at least, it seems to be something that seems to be working. So we'll see how we go. Anyway, that was Monday. We'll see how the rest of the week goes.